welcome to the B.C Wildfire Podcast. We got me, Aiden. We got Daria here. Say hello.
Hello.
We got Pranav here. Say hello.
Hi.
And we got Maxim here. Say hello.
Hello.
So this is going to be a nice episode here. We got a bunch of stuff going on. We're going to be interviewing each other on B.C Wildfires, as it is B.C Wildfire Talk. And yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, facts about it, and just our opinions on it.
Yeah,
so,
let's just start.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, first, I'm going to talk about the damages it has caused. We have tried it before, but it didn't really work out with another person, so we'll go with me. Well, anyways, here are the damages it's caused, and it honestly might surprise you. It causes $100 to $700 million of damage, and you might think that's in total, but it really is per year. Stop mocking me, Pranav. It has been, and there are 600 to 2.1 thousand fires a year. You might think it's just one, but it actually really isn't. Guys, what on earth is going on? Okay. 30 to 70% of the fires are caused by humans, which you might be surprised because you would think it's just heating up.
You might be surprised a lot.
Yeah, I do. Okay. So, hundreds died due to BC wildfires, and that's honestly sad, which is why we made this podcast, to spread information about it.
It's not just people, it's animals as well.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, anyways, Daria, so you can calm down a bit. Why don't you read the ones, how it's caused.
Caused by human caused activities are usually a large factor in this, such as fuel, dead trees, vegetation, and organic matter. Heat and oxygen also matter, and lots of times when in the rare event of a strong lightning storm, if it just manages to land down, and I don't know if that's a problem, since lightning does have a lot of heat, that can also be a factor.
Oh yeah, nice thing you said that. It actually is. Besides the human-caused times, it's always lightning because VC is very vast. It has a lot of force, so when lightning strikes down, it will cause a fire. So yeah, that's the first one. So why don't you say the main people of the government who have caused this, and if they even have caused this?
So, the Prime Minister, but not that much because it's mostly just the people who go camping in the woods.
And really, I really do not want to blame it on anyone from the government because I really do feel like they are trying to help, and a lot of the time it's just people with gas and stuff like that.
Because the Prime Minister is not actually going to the forest and dumping matches there.
And a lot of the time he's actually just trying to help. So now we're going to be interviewing each other, and this is where we're going to show everything. So, firstly, what about you, Maxim? You haven't done anything yet. So why should this stop? Really?
Because if the forests are being burnt down, we're already struggling to save the environment, save all the animals with deforestation. The wildfires are just helping it. And instead of just deforestation, probably killing all the birds in their nests if they can't fly away in time, or baby chicks, and some trees, it also kills the animal of the wildfires. And instead of just deforestation, doing those. So in fact, I think the wildfires are worse than deforestation. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you because with deforestation, at least people don't die. And if they're big animals, let's say coyotes, at least they will be more cautious with it. Even though animals will die, unfortunately, at least there's less. Either way, both are not good, and we should still make sure they try it and stop. So, honestly, okay, Pranav or Daria?
I'll go.
Yep, okay, Daria. Pranav's pointing at Daria. So what is really your opinion on this?
I agree with Maxim, but once we put one wildfire out, there's nothing stopping another wildfire from happening and spreading before it's too wild. And something like the BC wildfires happen. It's just Mother Nature's attack. So once we end the wildfire, then it's very difficult to stop others. But if we have good planes and more inventions to help stop the wildfires, I think there could be something done about this.
Okay, so nice. You actually answered 2 questions in one, which is honestly nice, because the next question would be, how can we stop this? So, Pranav, why don't you go?
So
how can we stop this?
So we can stop it by being more cautious. But when we're in a forest or when we're in woods, then the best idea would be to be careful. If you're camping there, don't try to keep the fire contained, and don't drop cigarettes somewhere.
Well, interesting example, Pranav. So,
It wasn't
yeah.
that bad.
Yeah, okay. So,
Excuse me, do you mind
yeah.
if I speak? If you don't want to take these kinds of risks and possibly be contributing to these problems, I would always recommend going to some campsite that has proper fireplaces and everything for you to. It might be a bit expensive, but
Better than harming the environment
Yeah.
and destroying.
Yeah, because I agree. Like, you don't want to do something like, rustic camping, where you just go in the wilderness. They don't even have, like, an ash area where they put all the stuff sometimes.
I mean, if you really want to go
Go to a designated camping site, right? Go to a designated camping site.
Whenever I go camping, it's usually in a designated camping site with campfires and stuff, in areas which are clear of any flammable stuff.
And sorry guys, this is taking so long, but when you you are going camping, sometimes when the fire it doesn't go high enough, right?
Yeah.
If you really don't want pollution to go in the air and just bad emissions, just don't do it, because people always use things to light up the fire, but that contains gas and chemicals, and it really is very bad for the environment. So I'll answer this question myself. Actually, Pranav, you haven't actually been in here too much. Okay, so we'll answer the question together. How can we spread the message? And by the way, this actually is not scripted, so yeah, this is what we're saying.
So we can tell people about it. When they're going camping, we say, you've got to be careful. Try to go to a designated camping site. All the things that we just said. And Adrian, why don't you explain the rest?
Yeah, you just make sure to go. To a designated camping site. I agree with Pranav, and just make sure you don't put emissions into the air that can cause fires. Be careful, and we can also spread the message by just maybe telling people to donate, because there is donations. And yeah, here's the next one.
Before you continue, I think you know a lot about this, but maybe we could create a video about it, or some people could share a video about how the wildfire is
Just like we're doing right now.
Yeah, this podcast. And also, if we don't have a video, I'm pretty sure you can find a video online. And anyways, Daria, you can answer the next question. How should we really react to this? Should we react negatively? Should we not do anything? Or should we be super cautious and make sure we always watch out?
I agree with 2 of the things you said. We should react negatively. This is not a good thing that is happening. And yes, we should be cautious. And one thing you can also do to spread the message even more is if you live in BC, around the wildfires area, send letters to government officials. That way, if they get enough, they'll know that they have to put even more action into this. So these are people's lives at danger.
Oh yeah, and but more on that, we can contact news channels, so they talk more about how you can prevent it.
Yeah, and also, please, no one here think this is just in BC. This is in Australia. There are wildfires. It goes down the west of US, down Washington, Oregon, all the way there. One time the ones in US even came up to BC and then went to Alberta. So if we don't stop this, and it just keeps getting warmer and warmer, and people keep doing this on and on, it could spread to the most urban places in in Canada, like Winnipeg or Ontario in the GTA. Yeah, there's just some stuff going on in the background here. Don't ask about it. And I'll say one last thing, guys, and is that everything. This podcast might sound negative, and we're trying to spread news as negative, but I hope everyone actually realizes that we are making progress. We have been creating new technology. We have actually been helping the environment, and we have been making improvements. So that's all I wanted to say. And yeah, that's it for the podcast. Hope you guys liked it. Bye.